Hey everybody, this is Ashley Frickstad. I'm actually vlogging through my computer tonight. So yeah, if I look like shit, literally like shit, yeah, that's just me, normal. Anyways, I'm actually having to hold down the mouse while I do this, so if you see me like doing it with one hand, and then the other hand is doing other stuff, it's because I'm holding down the clicker. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly tell you that I just posted a new blog on ashleyfrickstadwriter.blogspot.com or .ca, however you want to pronounce it, it's there. Anyways, I should actually like show you like how awesome my place is. Like, see, like, hold on, wait. Awesome painting, right there. Awesome painting. I actually snagged that from a client a couple of years ago, and she was telling me that this, turn it this way, that way. She was telling me that that particular painting she didn't want anymore because she was like illustrating and drawing on it, and I was like, that's a fucking awesome painting. Like, where are you ever gonna find something that looks that awesome? And seriously, like, look at it. It's like awesome. I'm trying to be like happy, optimistic. I'm trying to like get my groove back because the post that I had actually written is very, very dark, and I should actually mention that to people, is that it's very dark. It's actually, I'm gonna just turn off Jan here for a second. Shit, I can't. Ooh, we might have a conundrum. I might have to turn off my TV. Click. There we go. Done. Okay, so the reason why I went with something that was so dark is because I actually had received a rejection letter just not too long ago from Cobblestone Press. And I actually was hoping that maybe Kensington would want to write back and say, yes, we want to give you a contract and you can write for us. I actually am thinking about going with Amazon, now that I kind of work for them, ironically. Anyway, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. With Cobblestone, I wasn't expecting very much of anything. Anyway, but with just the maturity of this particular post is one where you're gonna like be like sitting in the shower, probably holding your knees and crying because you're like, holy shit, I cannot believe that this actually happened. More or less, I have been depressed for about a good chunk of my life. This is kind of a spoiler alert for what's expected into my blog. But I've actually been depressed for maybe a good chunk of my life. I've been depressed since I was a child from bullies. They would pick on me. It's like a rite of passage in public school. You're going to get picked on. And if you're lucky, you survive. Nowadays, you hear about these kids who jump off bridges and, cut their wrists because their bullies torment them online. Well, I got lucky in that respect that I actually didn't have to deal with that. But it is a sad fact of life that, some kids and some people do get bullied. And anyway, if not by friends or colleagues, they probably do get bullied by people who are in their families, or maybe even their spouse abuses them and bullies them and torments them. I actually had that very wonderful experience with my ex-husband, or my ex-common law partner, however you want to call it. I don't care. I fucked up in the relationship, as did he, and we both came out losers. And we hurt each other more by staying in the relationship. And I made the mistake of trying to force, like round peg, square block. You force it in. And I kept forcing it. and I finally just ended up with a lot of splinters and a lot of hurt hands, and basically I left. And he was always instigating to me that I should have left. But that's not the point, and that's sad. Anyway, I'm with Matt now. I love him very, very much. He is the love of my life. I need oxygen. Lots of oxygen. Matt is literally the love of my life. I love him very much. I think he is an amazing man. I don't see a day without him in my life. And yeah. I want to say a lot about him. He is an amazing provider. He is an amazing man. He is an amazing cook. He is an excellent snuggle partner. He makes me laugh. I make him laugh. We have a lot in common. We actually try to work on what we have in common. Like, I like walking. He likes walking. We actually do like skiing and snowboarding. Unfortunately, because of his health, that's been kind of put on the back burner. He likes to snowboard, I like to ski, and he likes Vegas. I love Vegas. He wants to get married. I want to get married. He likes going out and he likes partying. I am more of a stay-at-home kind of person. I kind of have been training him that, we can't always go out and we can't always do what we want to do. It's almost my bedtime. That's why I'm yawning. Anyway, so it just, there is a lot there. And a lot of people are saying, you shouldn't have jumped into the relationship so fast. Honestly, my dad proposed to my mom after 6 days. 6! Honestly. Think of The Bachelorette. I mean, they go through like 3 months of like intense romance. And then they go and have like 3 months off. And most people are like, oh, I want to be, the next Bachelorette, or, I want to have like a romance like that. No, you don't. It's like 3 months of like finding the one, and you're basically like on dates, for the whole entire time. And then basically you're slammed into like 3 months of no communicating. And what Matt and I have done is we've basically known each other for we met when we were 17. I was 17, he was 19, sorry. We met at a grocery store. His dad worked for it. His dad knew me from, like, when I was 8. Like, this is one, like, Destiny couldn't have put this together even better than I could. Anyway, so we hooked up. When we met each other briefly, and then a couple years later, we met again on Plenty of Fish. And then we dated for 3 or 4 months, and then, we just kind of veered off on our own paths. And then after that, we met each other again, and we were it was in February. We met up again, and he was going down the SkyTrain platform. I was going up it. I looked at him and I'm like, oh, holy, and he looked at me and he just finished my sentence, and I was like, let's talk. So we talked, and sure enough, he said, maybe we should give this another try, and so we did, and that lasted about a day because his friends thought I was the devil. Go figure. So they just basically convinced him not to get into a relationship with me. Not yawning. Anyway, so they convinced him not to get in a relationship with me. So, that being said, we broke up. Only a day. Get that? Only a day. But we were still friends afterwards for like months. I still loved him. I thought he was great. I thought he was the most charming man I'd ever been with. And that's like a lot to say, especially when you're like 22 years old and you're like planning your wedding in your head, and you're like, I want to wear this dress, I want to look this perfect, I want to be, oh. Let me do that again, because I cannot believe that I actually went, oh. like that. Oh my god, I'm such a dork. Okay, so he was charming when he was 20. Oh god, 25? He was charming. He was like, Mr. World Traveler. He wanted to go like New York, Vegas. He loved Vegas. He wanted to go to Mexico. He wanted to go everywhere. Honestly, I was one of those girls that, missed a generation, and a lot of girls were like, I want to get married at 27. No, I wanted to get married as soon as possible because I was that desperate. My life sucked. I worked for Safeway. I mean, come on. It sucked. Okay, so that being said, work for a company for as long as you do, you generally get bored with it. So he helped me get another job. He actually did. He helped me get another job with the cleaning company, Sparkle and Shine, and then after that I went to school and became a caregiver. And yeah, and let's see what else. Yeah, and so we watched movies together. We were always together. We were always in each other's faces. I was crazy for him, and he was crazy for me. He still is, and I love him. I'm crazy about him. Honestly, we have a cat together. I wish she was around so I could show you, but I think you've seen the pictures of how cute she is. We do a lot together. I mean, we don't necessarily go out for walks anymore right now because of his leg. But he helps me make lunch, get ready for the next day, and get ready for life. And he loves and supports me whatever I want to do. He's read my book. He thinks it's great. Actually, a lot of people that have read my book think it's pretty great. I mean, come on. I mean, you write out 70,000 words, of course, 77,000 words. You're bound to get some recognition. He's great. He likes the same music I do. We have a lot of similar interests. Unfortunately, he likes wrestling, so I can't really compete with that. He likes UFC fighting. Guy things, masculine things. God, you can see my chin. He likes to bake. He likes to cook. I like to cook. I like to bake. I more or less like to bake with Pepto-Bismol because chances are once you eat it, you're going to want to get sick because you want to avoid it as quick as possible. That's actually a standard recommendation. He does not trust my cooking whatsoever. In fact, he banishes me from the kitchen. He says I'm pretty great. I read a lot of the time, so he likes to keep up with me reading-wise. He tries, but it's not as great. Let's see. He goes to GF Strong at least a couple times a week, and I used to hang out with him a lot of the time when he would go, because then it would just give him a reason to just keep trying and keep doing more and more and more. There is a lot of, things that are wrong probably with my relationship with him, but they're all problems that I can work on, and a lot of my family was trying to make me see that what I was doing was a mistake, and I honestly don't think they're wrong, but I don't think they're right in judging me, because I have felt judgment every day with my family. I am a bigger woman. I have my dad's genes. I also have my mom's genes. My mom and my father are both bigger people. I am cursed with being big. I can lose the weight, guaranteed, but it's when I want to lose the weight. The unfortunate thing about that is I get criticism and I get judgment from my family for that. I know a lot of the time my niece will stick up for me because I know that, she knows what it's like to kind of be on the other end of the shouting stick or something like that. And I don't like being fat at all. It's almost like a judgment from people. I mean, my pants split open today because I'm fat. I mean, that's not an achievement for a fat person. That's like an embarrassment. That's like, hey, fat kid, ripped your pants at work. Ha ha. Not cool. Totally not cool. Watered down pink lemonade. Really gross. Really sour. There's a lot wrong. I'm fixing all of it. I'm doing it by myself. I'm doing it without my family's help. And my mom keeps pushing the fact that I should still keep my unit, even though I don't think I need it. I'm partially moved in with this man. I don't have anything in this life that is really a big significant difference. I make a difference in his life every day. And that's what keeps me going, is the fact that I make a difference in one person's life. If I made a difference in your life, then I feel blessed that I have. I really do. I feel blessed that when I do. I feel good when I actually can say, like, I've made a difference in somebody else's life other than my own. And I think that's what everybody wants, is somebody to acknowledge that they've made a difference in somebody else's life. And, that's why, like, I'm still with Matt, and that's because, like, I wanted to... I don't look for the gratification of him saying, you make a difference in my life. No, I don't look for that. I actually know he loves me, and that's why whenever he says, I love you, that's my gratification of, you're still here, you're still with me, you're still wanting to make this an important job as me, and that's a good thing. I think that, oh, I hear fireworks. Maybe you're a really big ass Harley. I don't care. It's like 12 minutes before Matt's supposed to get off work, and I really hope he comes home like right away, because if he doesn't, he's gonna be stuck in Vancouver for like 3-something plus hours, and it's fireworks season. I used to look forward to this time of year because this was the year, this was the part of the summer that Matt and I would go down and we'd watch the fireworks together and, kiss and make out on the beach, drink vodka and rum from our big ass Slurpees, try not to get caught from the cops, and, go swimming in the ocean and happy days. Nowadays, I don't even think about that. I think about the here and now. I think about him walking through that door. I think about his hugs. I think about his kisses. I mean, that's the important stuff, right? That's the stuff us girls look forward to. I don't know. I mean, I look forward to, the day that we get married. I look forward to the day... I mean, granted, a day to get married is still pretty far away because we actually have to move the wedding back. But that aside, we look forward to things like we're going to New York together. So we're going to New York next year, and we're going to go and do stuff like that. We're going to go to Queens. We're going to go to Brooklyn. it's going to be a short trip, but, you know, we wanted to do something like that. Just to get away from the city and go to another city. You know, we look forward to things like traveling, and, you know, we wanted to go to Ireland, and we wanted to, you know, explore the world. We wanted to be, you know, each other's company. I want to experience everything with this man. I want to be everywhere with this man. And I've always wanted to be beside him. You know, like, that's the one thing my family, I don't think understands, is I want to be everything to this man, and I want to be beside this man. That's hard because my family sees that I'm going to make a mistake, and that the reason why it's going to be a mistake is because my parents split up after 16 years of marriage. Sorry, not 20, 16. 16 years of marriage, they called it quits. Wait. Maybe like 20? Somewhere in there, 19, 20? They called it quits. And it broke my mother's heart. I think what broke my heart most is when my dad died. What made it even break even more was my brother-in-law telling me that he didn't want me to get married at his house, and for him not to walk me down the aisle. I know there's other people that would probably want the position, but I built it up so much in my head that the thought of tearing it down, it would kill me. I didn't want to tear it down. I wanted it to be perfect. And for some reason, I saw my wedding actually being anywhere. When I was with Dave, I saw it anywhere. I saw it in the Burnaby Village Museum. I saw it on the carousel. I saw it, you know, in the little chapel. And I saw it then, you know, when I was with Matt, I saw it there too. And then I saw it in, you know, Whistler. And then, you know, I tried to envision in Vegas, but all I kept thinking about was that day that Danielle got stood up at the altar. That's a fun story to tell you. Okay, I'll just nail it down in about 20 seconds. Danielle's husband did not get on the plane in fucking Vancouver, so we basically got married to her around this time last year, 3 years ago. The poor thing basically got married to her best friend in Vegas. So if you go to the Little White Chapel in Vegas and you ask them, has anybody ever been stood up? They will actually tell you that one Canadian girl actually got stood up by her man and left her at the altar. Again, not cool. Okay, like, I'm getting on to like 23 minutes. I thought it was going to be like a quick 5-second vlog, but I guess not. So I'm going to try and do more vlogs like this. I'm going to try and do more. I'm going to try and get a new camera so then I can record videos of like going to work, going from work. I don't know, try something new every day. Just something. I'm looking just more for the recognition of actually being an author. So vlogging, blogging, writing, submitting, everything is just going to go towards this. Oh, wait. Kitty! Paige, come here. Come here. Wanna go crazy time out here? Crazy time. You want to come here? Yeah, come here. Come here, crazy cat. Come here. And this is Paige. Say hello, Paige. You're being followed. Hello. This is the one I Instagram about. Isn't she a cutie pie? She'll like dance across my laptop whenever I don't want her to. So this is actually kind of a rare experience for her. Say bye-bye. 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 You want to say bye-bye to my followers? Go bye-bye, followers. You want to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Okay, good night, everybody. So just click the the links and subscription buttons below. And yeah, if you want to get out of there, you're gonna get like cat ass in a second. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, so basically if you want to click on the links below for my blog, it is ashleyfrigstadwriter.blogspot.ca, and just follow my Twitter. It's Ashley at Ashley Frigstad, and yeah, and then pretty much Instagram and Facebook is the same thing, Ashley Frigstad. Look me up, and I'll check you guys later. Okay, have a good night. Thanks everybody. Love you. Bye.